Well, how we doing, everybody? Once again, welcome back. Always appreciate you stopping by. So I was outside thinking about the weather change we got coming again, and it made me think I need to get this bin filled up. For those of you new to the channel, you know, or you may not know, I predominantly do bundle grade firewood. As you can see in some of my other videos, see it all stacked down here. But when you're getting tree service wood and stuff dropped off, you come up with a lot of what I call uglies, cut off, shorts, odd pieces, crotch pieces, stuff like this. Pretty less desirable for people that I'm selling to. Mostly recreational burners, people burning in fireplaces, people that want the convenience of a bundle. But this firewood is some of the best heating wood that you can ask for. The stuff with the knots in it, that's where your wood is the most dense. So what do I do with it all? Well, next door I have a secondary wood yard, and I use these IBC totes to separate out my 8-foot sections. So I'll put a tote, stack 8-foot rows in between it, and then there's another tote. Well, in these totes, I store all these uglies and cutoffs. Now, it is a challenge sometimes because limited amount of space, right? A lot of people don't want to mess with this. And I sell this IBC tote, as you can see, for 60 bucks. But one thing it does do, when I start running low on wood this time of year, it gets those heating customers. When I stop filling my face cord rack, when I think I need to save what I got left seasoned to go into the firewood stand here, it gives those people that really don't care what it looks like something to buy. So to me, it's worth it. Now granted, if you don't have the space to store it and you don't want to mess with it, I get that. But I'm gonna fill this up. I'm gonna take you guys next door and show you what I'm talking about in the new wood yard. And it was just something that kind of hit me as I was doing this morning. It might be a good topic to throw out there. So let me get this filled up, and we're gonna head next door, and I'll show you what I do over there differently than what I do over here in the wood yard. And all around, just share the topic with you. It may help one of you out there that are struggling what to do with this. Instead of pushing it over a ditch, make something on it. I like to kind of get some square pieces to go along the front because this tote is cut open. I've got it all taped up so nobody can get cut on it. So I kind of make a squared off edge, stack some of the flatter stuff out here. Once I get that built up, then I go ahead and fill the rest in. Now I also have some more down here in the wood yard here behind the camera at the house, but I usually use that myself. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There was 5 totes. I use that in my wood burner in my garage. It's all right. Let's get this filled up fast. All right, so like I said, for the most part, 90% of the customers that come here want firewood that looks like that. And what I have in the totes, and even the bulk sale firewood I have looks better. But producing all that and being picky, like I am, produces ugly splits. So there you go. I got it filled up. There's a lot of different species in there: mulberry, oak, ash. There's some cherry. There's some hackberry I've seen. So all good burning wood, great for somebody heating a garage or that has an outdoor boiler and they don't care. So let's take a trip next door and I'll show you kind of a little bit of a inventory what I got left over there, and I'll show you what I'm talking about on using these totes, holding your rows up and storing uglies in them. Sorry everybody, as you just seen me pan around, welcome to my second wood yard here. It's about a minute walking distance from my house. So little story on this for those of you that are new. There's a big brush pile right there. This land is owned by the farmer, my neighbor right over here next door, and he purchased this land and knew I did firewood. Now there used to be sorry, getting messages there. There used to be a tree line all down through there and another tree line coming down this edge. I was able to cut every bit of that because had I not done it, it would have all been pushed in a pile just like that and burnt. So very fortunate to have all that, and along with it, he allowed me to store firewood over here. And this is what I'm talking about with the IBC totes, using them as 8-foot dividers in between all of my rows. I've got a row down the east side of this and a row down the north side, so plenty of sunlight. And I will say right now, the firewood over here in this wood yard dries 3 months faster than the firewood over there at my house. So very fortunate to have this. But let's just take a look here. This is all the firewood I have left. 2 face cords there, 2 face cords there, 2 more there. That's 6, that's 8 face cords. And then on the little trail you've seen me come through, running up that trail, I've got 2 more face cords over there and a bin of ash. So that's it. That's why I've removed my rack at the house and throttled back, because some of this, those two, and those 2 will probably not be ready until late spring. It's all oak, and I know when I've got it marked, that's what I do. I mark every one of these rows in the notes in my phone, and I keep track of when it was split, what species it is. And then as we replenish it, as you can see right here, that's been replenished, that's been replenished. I'm starting right there, replenishing that. So that's how I do it. Just thought I'd share that with you guys. Now this tote down here on the end is hedge Osage orange. I do not sell that. I take some of that home, and as you can see, that's where we started. I started using T-post every 8 foot. But then when I started acquiring some IBC totes, I thought it would make sense to put them to hold these stacks. So I got an IBC tote, 8 foot of pallets, IBC tote, you get the drill. It's worked great for me. And it holds those stacks very well. But what I was doing, the topic of this video, is putting ugly splits in all of these bins. So that one's filled back up with pine. But without making you dizzy, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that I've sold. And there's one right behind that other one that you can't see. 7 IBC totes of uglies that I have sold from over here, not to mention the one that I sold at the house. So 8 IBC totes. So yeah, for me it's worth it if you got the room. Instead of throwing those uglies in a brush pile like that and wasting them, I sell them. And like I said before, it helps me when I get down to this point and think I'm gonna run out. I remove my face cord rack and I start selling those uglies over at the house, and it gives those people that really don't care what the wood looks like, that are just wanting it for heating, it gives them something to buy. It takes the strain off of my firewood inventory from a firewood stand, because I don't want to run that out. So there you go. Moving forward, next year, it's always a constant evolution. I want a tractor. I know I've been saying that a lot, but I think I'm going to have to make that happen. I'm not getting any younger. My good help moved off to college, so he's not here no more, and I'm trying to get away from a lot of this stacking like a lot of you out there on other channels have done. So the use of a tractor will help me handle the wood a lot less, because you can see right here, I've got room behind these rows to get the four-wheeler down through here and load this up. My idea is I'm going to clear these woods back a little bit more, and there's going to be a row of IBC totes down through here behind the stacked wood that I'm just going to throw into the IBC totes, pick it up with a tractor, and bring it over here. Less handling. That's the idea, and I'm going to do the same thing on that north side over there. So, all right, guys. I know it wasn't a whole lot of action here, but just a topic that when I was moving these uglies back over to the house, I thought I would go ahead and get the camera out and share with you guys. That's what it's all about, right? So that's going to be it for this one. I'm going to try to put out a video like this every now and then, maybe on a Wednesday when time and weather allows, just for either a topic or a product or something like that. So hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, when I'm actually doing something, get outside. We'll see ya.